has gone home. The glasses stand half empty, and winter lingers by the door. The cafe closes one chair at a time, stacking the evening into silence. Outside, the boulevard glitters faintly, like a necklace forgotten in the rain. A waiter folds the white tablecloths the same way he has for years. Without knowing, he is folding away another night I spent waiting for you. Some people leave a room and take the light with them. After the last song, after the last glass of wine, your name still drifts across the room, like smoke refusing the night. And though the city keeps moving past midnight and beyond, my heart stays seated here. After the last song, the old record skips for a second, then finds its melody again. I envy how easily music returns to where it belongs. A woman laughs near the doorway, her coat bright against the snow. For a moment the years unravel, and I almost call your name. The river carries reflections away, the street lamps grow pale, only memory seems unwilling to follow the dawn. After the last song, after the musicians have gone, the room remembers more than I do, and less than it should. Still I sit with the shadows and the things we left unsaid, listening to the silence finish what love began. The lights go out, the chairs are turned upside down, only the music stays awake. To him, still awake, your side of the bed is cold again. The city sleeps outside my window, but my mind won't let me go. Every streetlight paints your shadow across the ceiling, soft and slow. I thought time would make it easier. That's what everybody says. But some nights feel like yesterday, and tonight is one of them. I keep reaching for a memory that keeps slipping through my hands. It's the sad hour when everything comes back. Your voice in the silence, your name in the dark. And I know you're gone, I know we're through. But every night at the same hour, I still find you. The radio plays something distant, a melody we used to know. And suddenly the room gets smaller as the memories start to grow. I don't cry the way I used to, I don't break the way I did. But healing isn't forgetting, and forgetting never wins. Some loves leave quietly, but never really leave. It's the sad hour when the walls start talking too. Every little thing reminds me of something tied to you. And though the morning always comes and pulls me back into the light, there's a place where you still live every night. Maybe somewhere you're sleeping, maybe somewhere you're fine. Maybe you're not thinking of me the way I'm thinking of you tonight. It's the sad hour, the space between goodbye and dawn, where old dreams keep breathing long after they're gone. And for a moment the world stands still, and I love you even now, even still. 2 a.m. still awake. The city sleeps, but I don't. It's the space you left behind that teaches me your name again and again. And though the years keep moving, though the seasons pass me by, somewhere between memory and moonlight, you still shine. The room grows quiet, the evening settles in, and for a moment it feels like you're here again. Moonlight falling through the curtains, silver dancing on the floor. The world is quiet for a moment, like it's waiting at the door. Your hand finds mine without a word, like a song I've always known. The city fades beyond the window, and suddenly we're not alone. 1,000 lights beneath the skyline, 1,000 dreams we haven't touched, but right now none of them matter. Tonight is already enough. Stay a little longer before the morning steals the stars. Hold me closer, like the night is made for us, like the moon forgot the distance and the sky forgot to rush. Hold me closer, let the silence softly sing. For a moment we are weightless, like we have always been. The radio plays low beside us, a melody from long ago, and every shadow in the room moves gently with the glow. I don't need forever tonight, I don't need promises or plans, just the warmth of your heartbeat and your fingers in my hands. Stay a little longer before the dawn becomes the day. Hold me closer, like we're floating through the dark, like 1,000 little fireflies have awakened in our hearts. Hold me closer while the world is turning slow. For a moment we're a story only moonlight gets to know. And if tomorrow changes everything, if the seasons come and go, I'll remember how the stars looked when you held me close. Hold me closer till the morning finds the sky, till the colors of the sunrise paint their gold across your eyes. Hold me closer, one more breath and one more smile. Let this little piece of heaven stay with us a while. Moonlight fading from the room, still I feel you. Champagne reflections on the piano black. Smoke curling slowly through a room gone sad. Paris is glowing in velvet and gold, while strangers dance like stories never told. You arrived dressed in midnight blue, with tired eyes that Paris somehow knew. A cigarette resting between your lips, like poetry waiting to fall apart. In whispers, the jazz was slow as the rain outside. Taxi lights drifting like rivers of light, and every glance across the crowded room felt like autumn learning how to bloom. Mon amour, your silence tasted sweeter than the wine. Mon amour, some hearts were only made for one night. Champagne and cigarettes, love affairs we soon forget, kissing softly through the smoke, like beautiful lies we never spoke. And all the city neon burns for hearts too old to ever learn. In Paris nights where dreamers dance to doomed romance and second chances, the waiter pours another crystal glass, while old chansons dissolve into the past. You touch my hand like leaving one last scar, a fleeting flame beneath the boulevard. Outside the rain baptizes every street. Inside your perfume lingers bittersweet, and somewhere in the vinyl's aching sound I hear the ghosts of lovers falling down. Sous les lumières de Paris, nos ombres valsaient sans bruit, comme deux amants fatigués, perdus dans l'éternité. Champagne and cigarettes, golden sins and silk regrets, every promise turned to haze inside these melancholic cabaret days. And though the night will disappear, your ghost will always find me here, where lonely souls and broken hearts still slow dance in the dark. The vinyl fades, the glasses softly ring, and Paris keeps remembering everything. Champagne glitter on the ocean tide, late July burning gold tonight. And somewhere from a rooftop far away, a saxophone slowly starts to play. You arrived with salt upon your skin, sunset tangled softly in your hair. The whole coastline moved in pink and blue, like the evening already belonged to you. White linen dancing in the sea breeze, your laughter floating through the heat, and every little look across the room felt dangerous and new. We were too alive to think about goodbye. Mon amour, too busy turning summer into light. slowly in expensive cars, while somewhere through the crowded heat a lonely saxophone repeated our melody. Sous les lumières d'été, nos rêves brûlaient sans fin, comme la mer contre la nuit, comme tes lèvres contre les miennes. Last summer on the Riviera, still shining softly in my chest. Every kiss became a photograph of the nights I loved the best. And though the seasons slipped away, your ghost still lingers by the waves. Whenever summer nights turn blue, the ocean brings me back to you. Champagne glasses, ocean wind, and your voice somewhere in the distance. Rain trembles softly on the boulevard glass, while midnight lingers like perfume that lasts. The vinyl hums beneath the fading light, and Paris blooms in silver through the night. I found your letters wrapped in velvet blue, like fragile ghosts still breathing thoughts of you. Each word a candle flickering through time, each silence dressed in cigarettes and wine. You wrote of summers sleeping by the Seine, of fleeting kisses trembling in the rain, of how two hearts could wander side by side, yet lose themselves where lonely shadows hide. And every page still carries your perfume, like wilted roses left inside a room. You love me gently, quietly from afar, like moonlight resting on a shuttered bar. These are the letters never sent, the poetry of our discontent, all the trembling words we could not say, still drift through smoky cafes far away. And every Paris street we knew still wears the melancholy blue of you. Two weary souls in amber light, slow dancing through the ruins of the night. The waiter pours another glass of red, while old chansons unravel in my head. Outside cities blur like fading stars beneath the rain street glow of neon bars. Your lipstick lingers softly on page 3, a faded wound returning tenderly. And though the years have washed the ink away, your name still blooms in every shade of grey. Je t'attendais sous la pluie de décembre, quand les cafés brûlaient comme des cendres, et dans le silence des rues endormies, ton souvenir chantait toute la nuit. These are the letters never sent, a love too beautiful to confess. Every whispered vow became the smoke of autumn nights and promises we broke. Yet somewhere past the dawn's pale light, beyond the last champagne-stained night, your words still wander, delicate and thin, like Paris rain against my skin. The vinyl slows, the glasses softly chime, and love becomes a stranger lost in time. Blue smoke floating through the chandelier light, summer dying slowly in the night. The city hums like an old movie scene, soft and faded at the edges of a dream. You wore sadness like expensive perfume, sweet and dangerous across the room. Golden rings against your cigarette, the kind of beauty people never forget. The radio played low beside the bar, like distant lovers driving vintage cars, and every little glance you gave away felt like a song too beautiful to stay. Mon amour, we were young enough to ruin everything. Mon amour, still dancing while the world was caving in. Shoulder in the neon light, while Paris melted softly in the rain, and love became a slow champagne. We kissed like people born to lose, with broken hearts and Saint Laurent blues, and somewhere in the midnight glow we became strangers we still know. The hotel window trembled in the storm. You wrapped yourself inside my arms like fragile poetry too sad to read, like wilted flowers underneath the sheets. Outside, the boulevard was washed in gold, taxi headlights drifting slow, and all the songs inside inside the room that night still echoes softly in my mind. Sous les nuages de juillet, nos rêves brûlaient sans parler, comme des flammes dans le vent, comme de fantômes élégants. Velvet blue nights, we look prettier falling apart inside. Every promise dissolved into the dark, like lipstick stains upon my heart. Velvet nights, the vinyl turns, the city softly sways, and somewhere Paris keeps our unfinished days. Snow falls softly after midnight. Taxi lights drift through the white. A saxophone somewhere down the street plays a melody bittersweet. The café glows in amber light, keeping warm against the night. Outside the city moves so slow, like a dream beneath the snow. A photograph inside my coat, a little note you never wrote. And every stranger passing by feels like a memory tonight. Mon amour, the winter feels longer without you here. Feel near. Winter after midnight, Paris wrapped in silver light, your shadow dancing through my mind, like a song I left behind. And all the snow along the sand falls softly on the rain, while the city sleeps tonight. I still see you in the light. The vinyl turns, the wine grows cold, the same old stories being told. A lonely saxophone begins to play and carries me away. Outside the boulevard shines blue, every road reminds me of you. And though the years have come and gone, your memory lingers on. Sous la neige de décembre, le silence semble plus grand, et même le vent cette nuit chante ton nom doucement. Winter after midnight, still glowing in my heart tonight. Every kiss became a star, shining softly from afar. And though the dawn will soon arrive, some dreams never say goodbye. Like the snow, the smoke, the wine, you still live inside my mind. Snow falling through the city lights. through the night. Snow drifted slowly through the boulevard tonight. Streetlights trembling softly in the white. A distant saxophone cried through the rain, like someone calling out a name again. Across the cafe window sat a girl alone, turning cold coffee in her hands of stone. Her eyes kept following the passing cars, like she was searching through the dark. Outside, December wrapped the city thin, while tired lovers disappeared within. And every time the door would open wide, she looked up hoping you'd arrive. Mon amour, some people leave without goodbye. Mon amour, but still remain for all our lives. Winter in Paris, she waited underneath the lights while snow kept falling on the river and taxis vanished through the night. And somewhere in the frozen air, your shadow lingered everywhere, like love refusing to let go long after footsteps left the snow. The waiter softly asked if she was fine. She smiled and ordered more red wine. The record played an old familiar tune that once belonged to both of you. A couple danced beside the fogged up glass, like echoes drifting from the past. And every street she wandered through still carried little pieces of you. Sous les lumières de décembre, elle attendait sans un mot, pendant que la neige tombait sur les rêves perdus dans le froid. Winter in Paris, the night grew heavier with time. Every memory became a photograph, fading slowly in her mind. But when the lonely evening started and snow falls softly through the dark, she still hears your voice somewhere. Rain on the windows tonight, the city wrapped in amber light. A saxophone plays somewhere low, like a place I used to know. I wasn't looking for your face, just another evening in the rain. Then there you were across the room, like September came too soon. The same old smile, the same calm eyes, like nothing really changed with time. For a moment, all those years apart felt smaller than my heart. forgot who we became. Just two people in the rain, finding September again. The record player hummed along, playing some forgotten song. You laughed about the plans we made and all the chances that escaped outside. The taxis crossed the square like little stars dissolving there, and every word we didn't say still found its way. The city carried on without us. Street lights flickered one by one, but somewhere between midnight and dawn, the years quietly came undone. September again, your shadow moving through the rain like a photograph that comes alive for one more night. And when the morning finally came, nothing really had to change except the way I say your name when September comes again. Rain on the windows tonight. The song keeps playing after you've gone, and Paris somehow carries on. Snow on Saint-Germain tonight. Golden windows, fading lights, and a saxophone somewhere in the cold. The cafe smelled of wine and old perfume. December sleeping in the room. You sat beside the frosted glass, watching little shadows pass. Your fingers traced the edge of my coat, while jazz moved slowly through the smoke. And every silence felt so deep, like memories afraid to speak. Mon amour, Paris looks softer in the snow. Mon amour, like the whole city moving slow. Snow on Saint-Germain, gently through the rain, while your head rested on my shoulder, like a love growing colder. And all the boulevard lights glowed blue, like the night still belonged to you. Two lonely hearts beneath the white, trying to stay warm through the night. Taxi windows blurred the streets, neon melting at our feet. You smiled the way people sometimes do before goodbye becomes the truth. A lonely trumpet from afar drifted softly through the bar, and somewhere underneath the sound I felt our little world falling down. Sous les lumières d'hiver, dansait dans l'air comme un rêve qui s'enfuit. slow, like cigarette smoke. Taxi lights on wet Paris streets. Your perfume still sleeping on me. Midnight melting on the glass, the city moving slow and sad. Your red lipstick on my coat, like words we never spoke. And outside the rain kept falling soft, like heaven trying not to hurt us, while jazz played low inside the dark, like smoke around my heart. Mon amour, you looked beautiful leaving me. Mon amour, like a dream disappearing quietly. Taxi lights and lonely eyes, two lovers passing by, your hand slipping out of mine, like champagne losing time. And all the streets were blue, the night still tasted like you. Paris shining in the rain, while I whispered your name again. The driver asked me where to go, but heartbreak never really knows. So I kept watching neon fade, like memories we couldn't save. The vinyl spinning in my head, every little thing you said still echoes softly through the night, like distant city lights. Sous les étoiles fatiguées, nos ombres dansaient sans parler, et même le vent cette nuit-là prononçait ton nom tout bas. Taxi lights and lonely hearts, still shining in the dark. Every kiss became the rain, falling gently through my veins. And though you disappeared from sight, you still live inside these nights, between the smoke, the wine, the blue. Paris still remembers you. Taxi lights, rainy nights, and your ghost beside me. Rainwater trembling on the avenue, Paris glowing silver blue, a lonely saxophone somewhere below, and your shadow moving slow, You came in wearing wet perfume, like midnight entering the room. Velvet gloves and tired eyes, soft as old champagne goodbyes. The waiter dimmed the amber light, while thunder rolled across the night, and every stranger turned to smoke the moment that your silence spoke. Mon amour, we look beautiful pretending not to break. Mon amour, some hearts only survive when they ache. Slow dancing in the rain, like we had nothing left to save. Your lipstick on my cigarette, the kind of love the gods regret. And all the Paris streets below were drowning in a golden glow, while we held on like last goodbye. Two elegant disasters in the night. The vinyl cried a worn-out tune as moonlight slipped across the room. You touched my hand so carelessly, like someone touching memory. Outside, the taxis blurred like stars along the river and the bars. And somewhere underneath the storm, your sadness started feeling warm. Sous la pluie de novembre, nos ombres dansaient encore, comme des amants fatigués qui ne craignent plus l'aurore. Slow dancing in the rain, like sinners dressed in silk and shame. Every kiss a small collapse, every glance a photograph. And though the night will disappear, your ghost will always linger here. Between the wine, the smoke, the light, and Paris breathing through the night. The rain keeps falling on the sand, and somewhere we are still dancing again. The station breathed in clouds of smoke and rain. Midnight trembling softly on the trains. Paris flickered tired and half asleep, while broken hearts wandered the empty streets. You stood beneath a pale November light, one small suitcase by your side. Your eyes looked older than the falling rain, like someone learning how to live in pain. The loudspeaker whispered through the dark, a lonely echo through my heart, and every second stretched like fading gold. The cruelest nights are always cold. Mon amour, you smile the way people do before goodbye. Mon amour, like you were trying not to cry. The last train from Montmartre took the best part of my heart, and all the words we never said still wander through my head. You disappeared with the winter air, like perfume fading everywhere, and Paris never felt the same after the night you left my name. The cafe near the river stayed awake, but even wine could not erase the little ghost your fingers left behind upon the corners of my mind. Now strangers dance where we once stood, laughing softly like lovers should, while I grow older with the rain and lonely songs inside my veins. Sous les lumières de la gare, ton ombre glissait dans le noir, et moi je restais sans voix, comme un homme perdu sans toi. The last train from Montmartre still tears my soul apart. Every snowfall, every street brings your footsteps back to me. And though the years have passed like smoke, some wounds remain beautifully broke. So every night I walk alone through Paris trying to come home. The trains still leave at midnight sharp, and somewhere your ghost still waits in the dark. Snow falling softly on the boulevard tonight, taxi lights trembling in the white, and somewhere down the empty avenue a lonely saxophone remembers you. You wore a long black coat in December rain, like winter trying to hide the pain. Your hands were cold against my skin, still softer than the nights we lived in. The cafe windows glowed like gold, while outside Paris turned to smoke, and every little word you said stayed like champagne inside my head. Mon amour, the city looked beautiful when you were near. Mon amour, here still drifting through my heart, like snowflakes falling slowly before they disappear into the dark. And all the streets remember the way we danced beneath the blue, while midnight wrapped the sail in silver, and I wrapped myself around you. The saxophone cried low beside the bar, like tired lovers in old cars. Your lipstick faded on the glass of wine, like fragile poetry losing time. Outside the river moved like dreams, reflecting amber streetlight beams. And somewhere underneath the snow I knew I'd never let you go. Sous la neige de Paris, nos ombres dansaient sans bruit, comme deux amants fatigués, perdus dans l'hiver oublié. Winter letters in Paris, still burning softly in my chest. Every kiss became a memory, dressed in velvet loneliness. And though the season disappeared, your ghost returns to me each year, whenever saxophones play slow and Paris disappears in snow. Snow falling softly through the night, and your name glowing in the cafe light. Neon rain on Paris streets, your perfume still follows me. A saxophone beneath the lights, another lonely Friday night. Taxi rolling through the blue, every window reminds me of you. Champagne stains upon my sleeve, some things never really leave. The city glows in shades of gold, young hearts getting tired and old. And every song upon the radio feels like somewhere we used to go. Mon amour, you vanished like smoke in the air. Mon amour, but somehow you're still everywhere. Neon rain and lonely eyes, watching Paris drift by, your hands slipping out of mine, like a dream night. Midnight snow in Paris tonight. Taxi lights, neon signs, and a saxophone crying through the cold. Champagne kisses in the dark cafe. Your black coat still smells like rain. Blue smoke floating through the room, like slow dancing in perfume. Outside the city moved in gold, young hearts getting old too soon. And every word you almost said still echoes softly in my head. Mon amour, you look beautiful in the winter light. Mon amour, like somebody born for lonely nights. Midnight snow in Paris, falling on the boulevard. Your lipstick on my cigarette still burns inside my heart. And all the neon lights turn blue, like the whole night missing you. Two shadows underneath the white, trying not to say goodbye. The taxi rolled along the Seine, jazz and diamonds in the rain. You leaned your head against the glass, watching little ghosts pass. The saxophone somewhere below played our song unbearably slow. And in the glow of passing streets, love felt tragic, soft and sweet. Sous les lumières d'hiver, Paris brillait comme un rêve. Et ton silence cette nuit-là ressemblait déjà au départ. Midnight snow in Paris, still falling through my veins. Every kiss became a memory, washing slowly in the rain. And though the winter disappeared, I still feel you every year. Whenever saxophones play low and Paris disappears in snow. Midnight snow, taxi lights, and your ghost beside me tonight.